Let's hop back on in. Hello, Emotive. I'm excited to jump right back on in and just get moving. No worries. Everybody needs their coffee. Their delectable juice. Okay. Yeah.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Getting the things done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
I wonder if I can hack this without getting caught. Shall we find out? We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nice. Safe wasn't working. Well, let's try this code. Loyal. Darn. I would love to have the code for that. So I'm sure the code for this is hidden somewhere nearby. We just don't happen to have it. We could probably get it later. But for now, it's fine.
Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second, they have better software than you know. Satellite offices are always too busy. These guys are quite
Security holding cells. I am the security.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Ah.
Access denied.
Whoops. It's on lockdown. Apparently I won't get in trouble for hacking these, so yay! We'll just do some hackies. No worries. It has been a while, you know? That's okay.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
come back for that in a second. Let's explore down here first. Let's go into the cells. Well, he's being held prisoner. Nobody in here. Ooh, a buck. Nothing of note. Siggies. Toilet. Nothing down there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access
Fucking
granted.
finally, we did it. Cameras, turrets. I could make it so the turrets fire on everybody.
Si myslíte, že mě tímhle zlomit? Co jsi sakra zač? Nějaký chodící detektor lži nebo co?
Sorry, I don't speak. Whatever you're saying. Let's lock him back up. He seems crazy. Oh, it automatically locked back up. Nice. She just stares at me and coughs. How freaking rude. She's just like, the infirmary. Neuropathy information.
Access granted.
Let's see. This is gonna be real freaking risky.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything.
I would like to hack into that without wasting all of my things, but at the same time I don't think that's going to be possible currently. So who leaves their freaking credit card on a toilet? Well, that's where I like to leave mine, just sitting on the toilet.
You think one's gonna pop up or something? Yeah.
Ursa Meyer, report to cybercrimes. Agent Meyer to cybercrimes, please.
Hey, this wasn't the Vector Institute.
Yeah, that's it. Why? What's the big deal?
Look it up.
Adam Jensen, please report to Peter Jin's office. Adam Jensen to Peter Jin's office.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
He didn't come from Miller. He came from higher up. Mandarin.
Has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue.
Run DNA.
All these people are just so rude. They just stand there and cough at you. Just
They have better software in Lyon. Satellite offices are always too
Train station casualty report?
Thanks.
here.
Keep digging.
No change from last hour.
Oh, man.
okay.
Preemptive action would be great.
Listen up, team. What's our status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send
I love how like Jensen just walks wherever he wants and nobody questions it. What else, huh?
Satellite footage has identified 3 culprits.
Jensen walks in, everybody walks out, Jensen hacks. Let's hack this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
Damn, that thing is fast. I'm getting a little greedy though. I'm trying to go for like
Anomaly detected.
extra things.
Trace program initiated.
Yeah, we're not getting this. Damn it. Some of these are actually slightly difficult to hack.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
New code is in place. Huh. Oh. Got the code for this. That's nice. Nice. Oh, Adam Jensen, Tunnel Snake.
Urgent. Katarina Noyan to Agent. Agent Noyan, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent. Urgent. Katarina Noyan to Agent Creed. Agent Noyan.
Tunnel Snake.
Fully urgent.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agents. Nothing.
What these journalists overlook, however, is the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agents. Nothing.
Access granted.
life-saving transports from getting through.
Nice.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they
Yay!
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
The last team walked straight into an ambush.
Akuma Sochu. Jensen answers to literally nobody. You are correct.
Indonesia, so I think one of them would pop up on some list.
Do the Jinn still believe what's being told them, or don't they? We need to know.
A hygiene checklist. Who the fuck actually writes down if they wash their hands or not? Like, what the hell? Let's see. Like, if there was a checklist, would you, check down that you, properly hygienicized yourself? Hack that. There's a small chance that we'll find what we want in here somewhere. So, we're gonna see if we can't do that first. Daniel Fletcher! Mr. Fletcher!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Alright, we should get this. Easy
Access
peasy.
granted.
Damn. No code in there. I mean, we could just look up all these codes, but that's no fun now, is it? Great. I don't want to use a reveal. If we can help it.
Trace program
That is
initiated.
exactly what I was afraid of.
Access granted. Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the
got it.
plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
I love how the game just constantly reminds you that you're supposed to be doing something. Hey, Adam, you did that thing we told you to do like 20 minutes ago, even though we were super worried about the fact that you just got blown the fuck up. Yeah, if you could just do that a little faster, that'd be way more convenient for us.
These are the chances he knew he was taking. Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
I'm alright.
You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day.
Is it just
Come
me?
by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Or are the vocal and like facial animations just completely off? Yeah, I want to do that later. Should purchase that. Just so we can pick everything up. And I will need this at some point. God, there's so many things I need to use eventually.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Jensen, we need to talk.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake, Miller's got me cleaning up telecam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
Man, I liked our old security guy better.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof. No Christmas party.
No Christmas party. Poof.
I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Sure.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Maybe the connection
He is a twitchy guy. But he doesn't mind the fact that I'm kind of just walking around stealing things.
Last night, the Collective published the tax returns for 50 richest people in Switzerland. It makes them very interesting.
You know, state but they're never going to beat the time they broadcast that sweatshop footage during
Anomaly detected.
How am I hearing things? Are you two actually breaking the collective?
We're comparing notes. If we don't learn the way these people think, we'll never track them down.
Are you kidding me?
How's security over there?
Access denied.
There's a firewall.
It's the trigger that really does the talking.
Ugh.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Still not.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras. I'd love to get a look at the
Access granted.
Access granted.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Maybe the
agencies.
connection
Nothing.
is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
NSN diagnostic. Well, we got the code to get into the NSN. We actually got several new codes. Nice.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Wait, where's the computer I was just trying to hack? Did you just sit down at the computer I was about to hack? How fucking rude. Can you believe how rude they are? New code.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing his fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
I highly doubt whoever is it or is it not a probable target?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
Access granted.
Access granted. Ted.
We know state police aren't above profiling. I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice,
Haha.
not our show. I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours, still nothing. They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an accurate
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Most likely
This
eyewitnesses.
is now mine.
I've run DNA checks through all the
Access
alphabet.
granted.
Nothing.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
All these people have like no protection, and that's the hilarious part.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Anomaly detected.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't
Trace
want anyone.
program initiated.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Access
Damn
denied.
it, almost got that. Shoot.
At UN Security Council resolution 5.
I just wish someone would
Human
know.
Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations.
See,
Individuals who fail to
unlicensed.
comply will be
I agree.
arrested and relocated to designated
Origami, eh?
Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the Og incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
Darn it.
Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the
I was
protests
hoping
have
we
turned
would have
violent.
known that.
This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is a officer.
Damn it, she's on the computer I was trying
Listening to this police chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors.
I can hack around her, by the way. That is hilarious.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself,
Anomaly
but
detected.
no dice, not our show.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
That's all the data I have right now.
Look how big. Like, could you imagine typing on a... Like, that
Maybe the
computer...
connection is that there is
The,
no connection.
the keyboard, this keyboard is completely unrealistic. Just how big that is.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge. He made it out of the body. I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead. Well, you know what? I think you're right about that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I got greedy.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold masked jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Look at that clean cut.
Come on, McCready. We're not a
just
couple of beat cops
bold
filling a monthly
line.
quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys, I'm gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it's very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
Champagne and blowjobs.
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
God, the sinking is just so bad.
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
It really is.
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
It was nice talking to you. No. No, it bloody well wasn't.
I guess the transit authority.
He's got such a sunny disposition. Double 007.
Yet another augmented terror attack. 251
I'm glad he doesn't mind that I just hack into his computer, you know.
When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit, the ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the log suggest that the man may have been several.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
That
Nothing.
horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree,
Agent Jensen!
causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
I guess the transit authority isn't in as much of a hurry as you are.
The terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will
This is so
certainly be a
weird.
while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Exclusivity. Anonymity.
I hate this. I really hate this.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age.
Anomaly detected.
Palisade property bank.
Trace
Guys, might as well
program.
go.
Access granted.
Priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured.
Okay. Not gonna get greedy this time.
Anomaly detected.
God damn it. I did not mean to actually
Trace
do that.
program
God, my
initiated.
eyes want to retreat into my skull.
Anomaly detected.
No, we're out.
Trace program initiated.
Because you are always watching. Turning now to
Anomaly detected.
Look, I'm going as fast as I
Denied.
can.
Checks through all the alphabet agencies.
God, that one's hard. Whatever.
You to the briefing room, thank you. Fully urgent. Fully urgent.
There's just always so much free shit around. I love it.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Yeah.
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai.
Right.
McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai. And those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more. As long as his cover wasn't blown. Regardless, I want you looking into Rosika before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Fuck up our
Yes, sir.
crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Rosika. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to
Convenient.
Rosika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Good luck, Agent.
Ficus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting.
If you have to make that statement, home of the unbiased, fair, completely impartial news network, it's none of those statements. I hack your computer over your shoulder.
Shouldn't you be out there tracking down whoever tried to hack into us?
As soon as I know something, so will you.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Actually, I don't want to go in there.
Hey Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks, because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague. And getting worse.
I know. But Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
I was hoping she would give me the code to this so I could just do and get free money. But free money would
Alex,
be too easy.
Did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
I'm a pilot, not a programmer.
Can't believe a word they say. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
He's on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
It's nice to see that not everybody in this place is, you know, completely against, she has gone.
I cannot believe this.
But, not everyone is anti-augments. Okay. I do want that at some point. I don't need that, because I have that, so I don't care about that. I will want more hacking. I will want stealth. But there's something I really want first. We're gonna have to wait for that for a little bit longer, I think. Personally. Actually, hold on.
Stop. Identification, please. Have you ever gone into
Okay,
you're good to go.
Thank you.
It's like stepping back in time. Even the owner is an antique.
This is ridiculous.
Just to see. But I ran right out again because I came face to face with this creepy-looking og woman. That would be the old man's daughter. He adores her. I can't for the life of me understand why.
It's really fun listening to people's conversations and me just thinking, yeah, I know how that's gonna get applied later on. It's just amusing little things like that where I'm just like, oh, this background noise. They're actually talking about things that matter.
Welcome home. It doesn't get any cleaner than this.
Huh. This was the place that was trashed. Called a cleaning service.
This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security.
That's a lot of drugs, though.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority.
I'd like to point out that we turn off the TV, and then, like, a little bit later, the TV sound stops. Unrealistic! Immersion ruined.
Come on in. Weapons for sale. You know, I don't deal much with crazy Uyubok.
Uyubok.
That, credits are credits. Have a look.
Have a look. Alright, I got some, things to sell you, sir. Hopefully I have things to buy for you. Drink. I want to get rid of... We have 4 neuropozyne? That's amazing. I'd like to sell that. I'd like to sell that. I'd like to sell that. That. I'd like to sell 2 of that. 2 of that. That. Okay.
Ah, good choice, huh?
Good choice,
Maybe
eh?
Fucking clanks.
I literally buy something from him, and he's just like, ugh. It's like, bruh, I don't know what more you want from me.
It's fine.
Shut down London's traffic.
Just make sure it's done.
Oh. Oh.
Nice coat.
Thank you. Samazad.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Amazon Tissue 67. Media Revolution. Five, 4, 3, 1.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
It's only a matter of time before we blow up.
Think they'll catch this hog bomber?
SM. Side mission, fine.
When I saw the test results. Spanish flu. We eradicated Spanish flu.
I can hack that. Anytime I do something out in the open, I always have to, you know. I gotta hide it, yo.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Alright, we should have it.
Access granted.
Have I already dealt with you? No. It's a portal cube! It's our companion cube! Nice callback. I did not know that was in here, TBH.
But I thought come tonight to the red light district, and we'll work something out.
Still 4 infractions from my quota.
I mean, I could, yeah. It's been a while since I've played Portal.
Is it benign?
Come on, you know how this goes. Whatever. Looks like a metal bat.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Well, it looks good. Your feet and your butt have got
Access granted.
How are they taking it?
Just make it through this shit.
Yeah, I'd say that was worth it. Now, take your buy-sell back. No? Okay. So I can be cheeky beaky right here. Reveal. Okay. Now we know exactly what that looks like. Now we can hack it. I mean, I can replay, you know, Portal 1 and 2 at some point on stream.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Too bad I can't punch that out. But that's okay. There's nothing over here. I didn't break anything.
I thought it was around here somewhere. Hello.
Oh yeah, what did they do to the channel points?
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
Yeah. Nothing? Oh. Right.
Widen the gap and polarize the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you. Time.
Do we have our KCOG? Yes, we do. Cool.
Global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with locals. Where are we on Brahador?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want...
Don't shoot.
Shit.
We're journalists.
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
So, do we reason with the crazies or do we bluff the crazies? Do we work with the crazies? Let's reason with them.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
Bones over there becomes...
Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Prahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut.
He's just
Who knows?
crazy.
Maybe you'll even learn something.
You're gonna forget everything you know about Prahadovos for now. It's the only way you get to protect your ideals.
Right, because concealing information is obviously the best way to keep people informed. You really think I'm that stupid? There's this word you might want to look up. It's called transparency. It means people have the right to know, no matter what the cost.
Fair enough, but there's a difference between speculation and fact. Right now I'm betting you don't have anything tangible to go on. You don't know who I am, what my role is, or what's really going on. Wait until the facts are out before you go spewing misinformation everywhere. Before you get people killed.
Okay, maybe I don't have all the facts yet, I'll give you that, but I know something's going on down there. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's why you always have to keep digging. The truth, the real truth. It's a rare fucking bird, man. And if you're too slow or too careful, it fucking flies off. So when I get so much as a hint of truth, I strike when I can, as hard as I can.
He's a beta.
Whatever the cost, is that it? You want to be better than Picus, right? So what does Picus do? They frighten people. They sensationalize the news. They misdirect. If you want to resist them, you need to strive to be objective. You need to deal in truths. And the truth is, putting Prahadovos under the spotlight right now is dangerous to me and useless to the public. Wait until it's time.
Okay, I get it. I don't want to compromise no one's investigative journalism. Sometimes you move too fast and the real story flies off before you even had a chance.
Did you hear what he said?
That's not what we do here. So you go break open whatever it is you're breaking open, and we'll lay off Prahadovos. For now.
You're making the right choice.
We'll see. You know, we could still use your help, though. Journalistic integrity may not mean very much topside, but it still means something down here. And that's why I think you should help us. You're our best shot at hitting the mass media where it hurts.
Where it hurts.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this. I'll misplace any file you...
Piss on the truth.
We'll see. Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
Reasoned with the security nut, or the conspiracy nuts. How do you reason with the crazies? Well, you out crazy the crazy.
My contact in the trade office. He said, fuck off.
Keith?
After that quote-unquote horrifying breakdown of cooperation between the intelligence gathering organizations,
I forgot, I probably shouldn't hack into their stuff. They get angry. If you noticed, Kay had a gun out on me.
Oh, thank you. Please stop trying to resist me. You're activating.
What's up with the charge?
All right, no big. They are involved. I'll stop it.
Toch nevi padali galgi.
A ta je další.
Tímhle bych mohl zabít pár.
Just make it through this shift.
To the palisade. Nope.
The stock market. But the government very
Yeah. Sometimes he just doesn't like it when you try to save too quickly and when you're moving quickly.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024.
Data
And
extracted
since then,
have
it's
never
actually
breached the level. Hackers are everywhere.
Hackers are everywhere.
Yes, sub-level security room has our up-to-date security passwords.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporate vault basement.
I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
Schedules.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time for preloading your container into the viewing area. You also need your personalized keycard.
Thanks for the information.
Mask. Always something.
I'm just wandering around at this point.
No, all green lights here. There was some activity earlier, definite attempt, probably multiple. Couldn't tell.
don't think the camera can see me, which is bueno.
Move! For God's sake!
Okay. Good information. It would have been better had I figured out that guy's ID number, but that's okay.
Couldn't tell you.
Shit, I did it again. Oh. I think he's enjoying it. How the hell am I gonna get in there?
Moving to next waypoint. Confirmed.
That's how.
Waypoint clear. Confirmed.
Check update.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
Security active. Confirmed.
Confirmed. As you were.
The dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They have batteries. But we got this. Ashanti and we're all get Ashanti.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger
Access granted.
and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident.
initiated. Access granted.
Waypoint clear. Confirmed.
Confirmed. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority. Information archived.
I've disabled the alarms. Excellent.
Area clear. Confirmed.
And the chems. Shani Taliwar. Alright, so what's the best way to attack this? This is going to hurt no matter what I do.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Moving to that waypoint.
Access granted.
Check update.
But with the United Nations set to debate the Human
This
Rights
is...
Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from
Quiet.
Picus.
Confirmed.
Picus
Confirmed.
News,
As you were.
global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be.
So we need
Websites and radio stations continue to
one
praise the
here,
Teflon Collective,
two
an
there.
elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid,
Security active.
causing gridlock for
Confirmed.
hours and
Can
preventing
confirm.
life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked
Quiet.
classified corporate
Confirmed.
documents,
Confirmed.
causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world.
No.
The underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features.
We're trying.
Security active. Confirmed. Update. As you were.
A more in-depth look at UN Security Council resolution
To get 2 little blocks on the left, 1 little block right here in the middle, and 3 on the right.
calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to
Waypoint clear.
designated all-only
Confirmed.
locations.
Confirmed.
Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world. and
Damn
many
it,
of the
that was
protests
so
have turned
close.
violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Damn it.
Shot a shot scanner. For all you need to get through a shot.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man Suffering flashbacks to the Og incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when... augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
From Piken.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any
Ah, it was a military base, so they blamed it on...
Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure
Well, look at that.
Around the clock, around the world. Hikus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station.
You have no idea how angry that made me the first time I did it. I was just like, why doesn't it make sense? Why can't I get it? I was so mad. It just took forever. Like, I knew what I needed to do. I just couldn't get it. You know?
I think I saw something. Cover my post. You're covered.
I think I saw something. Cover my post. Yeah, my only issue right now is trying to get out.
An elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the...
Where are we now?
hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed
Area
massive
clear.
voter fraud
Confirmed.
when they rigged
Check
the
update.
and elected a 12-year-old boy as president.
Oh, we're back here again.
Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in
Lol.
the US,
So realistically, there's no way we can get out from right there. We would need to have the invisible augment, which we don't have, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, I could unlock it right now, but there's always more ways to get out of here. For us, that's going to be just kind of just sneaking back out the way we came.
Security active. Confirmed. Updated, as you were.
Basically, he's gonna turn. And then we're gonna go in that corner. Like I said, he's gonna turn. And then we're gonna go in that corner.
Area clear. Confirmed.
Confirmed. As you were.
I love how he's just reading the fucking paper, just like, yep, it's confirmed. Ow. Did not mean to fall down this far. But here we are. I wish I just had muffins sitting around.
Sir?
Welcome back. You missed my jealousy of not being able to have muffins just sitting around for easy access at any time.
Over there!
Fucking police!
You want to dance? Stop dancing!
I can't feel like anything.
Come on, who wants some more?
This is 100% not a rave. The music's not loud enough.
Come on, dance!
I watched him convulse. I watched him die.
There's nothing we could do about it. Neon and neuropathy don't mix. You should have known better.
You're saying this happens to all of them. Any org that takes this.
You make it sound like some fucking conspiracy. Don't mix your bets. That's all it means. Now get over it. We didn't even know the guy.
We didn't even know the guy.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I love this track. Ha! I don't think you're at the right party.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Access granted. Do not take Neon, or else you'll die if you have neuropazine in you.
Did you see that?
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
A tady je další.
I could check the back of cop cars, but it'll set off an alarm, but I would get weapons and shit, but it would set off an alarm.
Why didn't you go check?
Strictly of men. They were shocked when I expressed interest. Seemed to think I would put down.
To já nevím.
That could have hurt. But we landed it.
So, you got anything on Picus?
What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
Must have missed that one.
Geological
There is
bombs.
nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million OGs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet chatter, man, up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit! That's a fact.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex-bell tower mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted VOD.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to rig the game. Puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who's your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Psst, Defal, Kidara, Kilva, Changdala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to yet.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not Picus down here, okay? We're one of the few media outlets left.
We're
that
not
aren't part of the
Picus down
global
here.
Control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished.
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
All right, inspire me.
A commercial airliner went down recently, over an ionospheric research facility. Plane went down because of whatever the military was doing there, not because of some augmented passenger like Picus claims.
Shit, man! This is it! This is headline fucking material! You did good, man. Real good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
All right.
It's on your way out, I promise.
Now I feel insecure. Thanks.
He says it's on your way out as we head out of our way. What the hell does he expect me to get up there? What do you think I am? Some kind of og? Oh, wait. Hello. So your vents are clean.
Just make it through this shift. Yes,
You mean repercussions? You stay
Use a biocell to increase this. So. Eh.
Anomaly detected. Trace pro access granted.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How'd you get this number?
I did what you asked. Samizdat should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.
Just remember who the good guys are.
Leave me alone.
Me, Adam Jensen. He's the good guy.
Sir?
Nobody else. Sounds about right, yeah?
Už ani oddělení se nedá věřit.
I'm hungry.
I heard a bunch of runaways live down
I probably should have untied them before I left.
Oh. I want to pull out a weapon accidentally.
Už ani oddělení se nedá věřit.
So many people died. That was terrifying. Every bomb and shake. I was just waiting for an explosion.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
So what am I supposed to be doing in here? Uh-huh. Who's gonna double truck cross us? Odd. Oh well.
All of them occurring after Dr. Tallis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights.
I love how we still haven't even done the first mission of the game. This has been all side questing. Why? Nice.
Here comes another one.
You know what? Let's actually do a main mission, shall we?
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Where? Ow, my wrist. Holy crap, it hurt. Excuse me. Agent Jensen.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
Smiley.
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case.
Right.
The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
Jensen your way in there.
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere and plenty of cops too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan. They don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
His name is Smiley. I haven't seen a smile once.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Miller sent me, boy. Oh. Easy peasy. I wonder. Tee. Am I feeling greedy? Absolutely.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What do you got for me? $3,998. Cool. What exactly? I don't know what exactly that was electrifying. Hold on. I see thing back here. Everything's in the way. Interesting, we just got 2 good codes. Cool. How could you tell me them? They're not written down. La da da da. La da da da. Wait, why the fuck am I up? Ah. I'm assuming that joke is a lot more fun to say, or type, than say. Perfect. I mean, it's not wrong.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access.
Oh, shit. This is actually going to be difficult, it looks like. So I have to go the long way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí.
just throat punch the poor sucker. Did we even need to come in here? No. Let's just reload that real quick. I didn't save after I did that shit. Oh well. Maybe our hack will go better this time too.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Fuck. I should have saved after I did that hack. Damn it. Oh wow. Well, there's a 75% chance that we don't get caught. So, there we go. That's more than enough. I'm gonna pop that now too. Pop that.
Anomaly detected.
That's all we need.
Trace program.
Look at that. We actually saved stuff this time.
Access granted.
Nice. Disable. Disable. This time we'll actually save, so we don't have to do that again.
Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí.
Whoever worked on this last time did a pretty good job. Anyone hear that too?
I mean, honestly, it's not that different from what I remember. It's just playing better. That much is true. Nice.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alright, we're gonna save again.
Might as well head back. There's no getting through that way.
Everything's hackable. Not that I mind, but like, everything is hackable.
Anomaly detect. Access granted.
Like, I understand why you need to do that, but like, at the same time, it's like, everything is hackable. I've just been, you know, I'm keeping an eye on just what I need to make sure I get done and by when. Because, you know, I want to be able to use this spot to be playing Destroy All Humans the day I guess the day after it comes out. Because the day it comes out, I will be, well, is it Tuesday, so we're playing it on a Wednesday.
Scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. Do what they want.
The 28th of July.
At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with
Yes and no. I will beat the main game. That's a month. That's 4 weeks. Oops. I did not actually want to hit that. I clicked the wrong button. Not in terms of, you know, streams.
Probably think someone might come try to scrub the evidence.
Hornet is riding a rig.
Exactly.
Kind of firepower. Is an army of
And here's the thing, we've got the main game to beat, and there's 2 DLCs. I have not played the DLCs.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. Do what they want. You just have to keep this place closed.
Fucking secret squirrels.
Okay, we're gonna save here at the end of their conversation, because we're gonna try to do a quick play.
At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? He probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
You've got problems. That's what I was afraid of. So I got a headshot.
At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? He probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
You've got problems, Franca.
Checking in. Clear.
Cannot believe these Augs.
No, they've already done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine here. No worries about that. Anything else?
How do I attach to walls? Options. Mouse and keyboard. Key bindings.
Your post. Everyone on sharp lookout and stay out of the way. The techs have a tough enough job. Fucking garbage.
Yeah, see how they have that visor over their face? I can't knock them out without them being suspicious.
Devastating.
And of course, there's that guy in the big exosuit. I can't actually do a thing to him. Unfortunately. So.
That wrecker fucker is behind this.
We haven't had to deal with more vultures.
Coming in, so
like more overtime. Any suspicious debris? Something that might have come from the device. A timer or a detonator. Anything that could lead us to conclusions.
We know who it is. Some augmented terrorists.
Of course, but the right evidence could direct us somewhere more specific.
People are dying because their friends are shooting them.
We'll find proof.
Why they haven't put more guys on the job, I'll never know.
God, how am I gonna get...
We'll find you one responsible.
That doesn't help me whatsoever.
Damn, I'll never get this done. Looks like more overtime. Any suspicious debris? Something that might have come from the device. A timer or detonator. Anything that could lead us to conclusions.
We know who he is. Some augmented terrorists.
But nothing that I think
Of course, but the right
Wish I knew what the cut-off task force guys were.
Doubt if it's anything important, or SIS would think they shoot him out. Away. What now?
Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč Raken.
He's nothing, bratan.
Brzo nějaký důkazy najdem.
That guy, not gonna be the easiest to kill if I ever have to.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Pure Jensen plays right there. Huh. That civilian we found. That's right next to where... Oh. If you could sneak a box in here, or enough small boxes, you could actually just bypass the entire level. Like... Yeah, see, they changed the design so that it's smaller. The vents. Because in the first game they were fairly large. This one they're smaller, so you can't kind of wedge boxes in. Because as I was trying to say, if you grabbed a small enough box, you could basically if you had enough small enough boxes, you could just completely bypass that entire level.
Zasranej auk ve vagonu pro naturály. Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagon pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's going to put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
Intellicam footage from the attack. Cheng was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
What is this?
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time.
Already.
Call me when it's done.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Taking care of business.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen. Agent Jensen, wanted Dr. Jensen's office. Agent Jensen,
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
When
you do that.
Take it easy.
Adam wants to punch him in the face. He's just like, I'm gonna kill him. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill him.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask, are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat.
Well, I am a medical miracle.
I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-aug extremists attacked the company?
Anti-aug extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Ruzicka Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Ruzicka. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Basically,
Well,
they
it's
wanted to
probably
know
best
if
if I
we
get
would
back to work, Doc.
back the
I'll see you around.
augments over the non-augments.
Adam, I'm glad you came back.
I'll run it through a few filters. See if I can get it.
Hey, Adam.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
And how do I feel about what? The systematic racism of augmented people in this game?
It feels like everyone is
It's the same opinion I've always had. Which is kind of what I already did. It was, you know, there's no reason to take a human life. You know? Huh. Okay.
You got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown. Even though
Known as Northgate, leads through the remains of the...
Open sesame.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me. Even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Who do you think's telling the truth? The collective? TF-29?
We still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
It sets you up.
Patrol area is clear.
Keep moving.
Look at that.
This is why I wanted to be a cop.
Don't think I even have the right cards.
I want to go to... We get yelled at every time we do this, but I do it anyway. We ride the natural car as an og. Yeah, the cops not like it. The people know Reiki. Because we're supposed to ride in the augmented car.
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesmějí? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place, aren't
Na
they?
stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idioté. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte.
Because I like to be a jerk. I also go through the unnatural side.
Streets are full of trash. How did it ever come to
Systematic racism. I told ya.
Dawes is the man. He'll set you up.
Dawes is the man.
Oh, great. My favorite hog. You want to buy?
I'm gonna sell him that. I'm going to sell that. Sell that.
Was that all? Come on, I can tell you have more credits.
I could literally spend every credit I have on my person, and
That's
he'll be
it.
like,
Big spender.
You could spend more money. I can smell your
Miles.
money. By the way, I'm surprised you haven't yelled at me. I have
Pills,
8
painkillers, right over there.
points.
Open your eyes. Surprised their clothes seem so clean. It's unusual.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
It pops up in the middle of the screen constantly, actually. Also, anytime we go here, you see that 8. That's our level. That's how many points we have. Whoops.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh, that was close. All right.
They think they are so fucking smart.
Where are the tutorials? I don't remember how to,
I haven't seen any of the chemists try to steal any product.
The chemicals have a reaction to light. That is why it is so dark.
I got my eyes on the whole operation. We will be okay.
Make sure no rats get in. There is something underhanded going on here. Things are just as they should be.
Hello?
We put him to sleep, he sleeps.
Access granted.
How are the reactors holding up? I checked the pressure valve an hour ago. Everything is fine. They're ramping up too fast. We should slow down production. We should be testing more. What more is there to tell you? People love Neil. Now ask John to give them the man.
Why are you attacking us? What did Neon ever do to you?
Don't be so surprised. I've seen what your product does to Augs. Neon was bound to draw attention.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is a private lab. You shouldn't even be here. Give me one good reason not to trigger the alarm.
For starters, because I can move a lot faster than you. So how about neither of us do anything rash just yet?
What is it you expect from me? I'm just a chemist here.
I'm here to warn you. More often than not in this industry, somewhere down the line, people get hurt. And that means you end up having to deal with someone like me. Or worse.
Are you warning me? Or threatening me?
I'm telling it like it is. You may not be the one out there pushing, but that doesn't mean you're not part of it.
People are so eager to demonize those who make and distribute drugs. And yet, What actually drives the industry? Individuals who happen to like the stuff. We have a right to do whatever we want to our bodies. Some want to be robots, some want to see rainbows. Me, I have no prejudice against either.
I've seen what your product can do to people. I've uncovered your delivery system, and I found your lab. Don't think for a second that I can't do even more than that. Trust me, you want to walk away from all this while you still can.
All right, I got it. The American doesn't like drugs. So, no more mixing neon. I promise. Just stay the hell away from me. It's done. No more synthesis. No more neon.
Well, that was easy. Who'd have thought she'd be that easy to sway?
Go see.
Yeah, but now I got the hard part. The get out of here button.
There is no need to worry. We'll have to move some things around later.
It is good and safe on my end.
Over there. Do you hear that?
Take a look around.
Easy as pie. The Diwalis. I want to sell these 2 weapons, and then we're going to GTFO.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
How much do you want to spend this time, eh?
We have all this stun gun ammo, but like, no stun gun? Now he's gonna tell us to piss off.
Get out of here, then.
I'll be on my way.
Then get lost. You waste my time.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
scan initiated.
Okay, we got this.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted.
Huh, look at that. Let's get out of here then.
Well, I'm here to design. Those
I can't keep living like
No
this.
one cares about the home.
Welcome
What
back.
do you mean repercussions? You stay away.
Sir, they're
Do fronty pro augmentovaný. Hned.
Sleepy Kit is sleepy. I do enjoy the fact that the cutscenes are, you know, moving. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's an obvious cutscene, but like something's going on instead of just a blank screen.
It's been closed for ages, a year or more.
My niece.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh my Christ. There's no way I can do that right now.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilet complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. Ark territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmail would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilet complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing.
We have to.
Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Since when do you talk back to your
You really
superiors
believe
like
Ark is
Jensen
responsible
does?
for these attacks? For all of them?
Ark has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talus Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah, I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Keeps me honest.
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
Strap in, strap on. Get lubed up.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
Extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
Boss.
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen. I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
I'm gonna be taking a nap.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
I have what you're looking for, but new pause isn't cheap, nor is it easy to come by.
Fresh off the boat and already fitting in. Fine. But cash is a pretty scarce resource around here. I prefer dealing in information.
What kind of information?
Give me the neuropazine first, then we'll see.
Here. Now what have you got for me?
There's a so-called market in this complex. On your way to it, you'll probably see some storage units.
I'm listening.
One of them belonged to a patient of mine. A freedom fighter. Who no longer needs it. You might find something useful inside. Here's the code.
I'll check it out.
Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rosika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Gollum City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Gollum are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropozyne, and not all of them think very highly of Azags.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
Trust me.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talus Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pacus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist then, after everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Let's see.
Living like this, I hate human toes, man.
Why can't I speak to all of you? Starving and freezing. Why not give up?
Wonder if the cops haven't chased me. You must be strong.
Can't seem to get warm.
Fucking can't feel my toes, man.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nice. That is unfortunate. That is very close. We are fine.
Access granted.
Access granted.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Gollum City, Clank.
Clang.
I'm dying. Please.
I don't like the cops being here anymore than you. What do you think? There was another bombing in Prague.
For my brother.
probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanzo.
Why are you doing this?
If your sister is with Ark, we are the only people who can help her.
We don't want you here! Gold City is not a prison! Being police is not excuse for cruelty!
If I had to guess, there's a firewall right here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Holy shit. Nope. There's a firewall around both of them.
Why are you doing this? I'm sick of you! We don't want you here! Gold City is not a prison! Being police is no excuse for cruelty!
Praxis kit. I would definitely say that's worth it. Alright. I will upgrade. Just a little bit. And I still don't have a stun gun.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Come on, I heard something.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Thank you for the follow there.
See? Nothing.
Whoa. Turn around, Kappa. I want to shoot you in the back of the head. You get scared easily, though, Emotive. Shrek is a scary person sometimes. He just doesn't want you in his swamp.
Was it over there?
Rip. Last autosave was 6 minutes ago. Ew. You are a small blue monster. Oh god. How far back are we going? Oh, are you kidding me? We're right here. I regret life right now. Oh well.
You must submit. submit to an identification
I
scan.
need to learn to save more often.
Initiate security scan.
Oh well.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Clank. Yeah.
Despite the fact that some of our own
I don't like the cops being here any more than you do. What do you say?
You probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanser.
Being police, they have done for cruelty.
Okay.
If your sister is with Ark, we are the only people who can help her.
Why are you doing this? I'm sick of you.
Access granted.
This is no excuse for cruelty.
My praxis kit was here. Hold on.
Being police is no excuse for cruelty.
Alright.
Why are you doing this? I'm sick of you.
Put this place to the torch.
Ow. I do want to go up. Oh well.
When my partner gets here, we'll
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you
Maybe
care.
I can help.
My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
Then maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry.
Ra-pa-pa-pa.
Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushani asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
The Narrows.
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please.
I pushed the button.
I said go.
God damn it. I clicked the button.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Golem, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right. I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast.
So how the fuck do you actually get up there then? I don't know.
Once again.
I'm sure we'll eventually find it.
Get out of here! Leave me alone!
out of here. Smart clank like you should know where he's not wanted.
Talks about smart clanks, has giant hole in fence. We talk smart cops.
Chain of command, that's why.
Alright. Son of a bitch. I did not time that well at all. Oh well.
Start looking through the database. Surrounded by clanks.
Okay.
Hey, brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
I know. I spoke to your sister-in-law. She told me what happened.
Adela, is she all right?
It seems like she can take care of herself.
Yes, she can. You know, I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
Tibor, I can get you out of here.
And then what? They go back to my housing unit and take me again?
And what if you're not there?
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Gallois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Please, I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see my brother Dushan, help him. If anything happens to him, Adela will kill me.
Of that, I have no doubt. I'll see what I can do.
She is a strong-willed woman.
Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Okay, how big is this one?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Stay sharp. These assholes might try something.
Level 5, eh?
Let me see just one Ark, son of a bitch.
Access granted.
Surrounded
Maybe I'm not making myself clear here. Let me show you what happens when you hold out on me. See if I can't persuade you to talk. Something tells me I don't have your full attention yet. You don't want to answer my questions? Fine. A little warning, though.
Hot. Look at that head action. Okay, I found the guy.
You think I'm fucking around here? You're pissing me off. Alright, you old piece of shit. This is how it feels when you hold out on me. Try not to bruise you up too much.
It doesn't matter if they're a grandmother or a schoolboy. If they have a nog, they're a threat. Am I right?
I was saying that before the incident. Never know what may happen up there. Doctor talks about Albert Einstein and a different race of them. Are there children born augmented? No, you have with them. We should just get rid of all of them.
So my real question is, how do I get rid of the guy in the metal suit? Three.
Keep at it.
How to take out these is gonna be a pain in the ass. Sleeping, sleeping. Perfect. And I was not detected. Yay.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
A man getting savagely beaten isn't something I can just watch, regardless of the reason.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every AUG. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of Ark.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if Ark was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I am done with them. Being associated with Ark. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what Ark is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer He has no more of... Shit! Power? Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Personally, I would not go back to your home, but...
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Botkovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
Keeping tabs on me, Botkovelli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the Sedri markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business. But I expect you to keep your word.
Access granted.
Yeah, well, Tibor almost certainly is.
All you ever talk about is Rabia, the promised land. I made the mistake of going near the Ark zone yesterday, and some armed goon threatened me.
The closer you get to the third floor, the more dangerous. You're not Ark. They don't want you around.
You know how many times too many, but not anymore. There's a guy right in the center.
Worse than animals.
This is a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting any customers today, given the unpleasantness outside.
Are you Louis Galwa?
I am. If this is a referral, may I ask which of my customers was impressed enough to recommend me?
Tibor Sokol.
Ah, poor Tibor. But how may I be of service?
Let's see what you've got for sale.
These are all the goods I have available.
Alright, what you got for me, bud? I got some stuff for you first. I want those hills out. And that. And that. And that. That. Alright, now I would like to buy things. I would like to buy... Damn it. Yeah, I get it. Stun gun ammo. If only I had a stun gun.
Credits are precious, I understand.
When I spoke to Tibor, he said you can help me get into ARC territory, undetected.
What did he say, precisely?
That you bring supplies into Gollum for Talus Rucker, under the radar.
Tibor should be more careful what he says, and to whom.
He also said you would probably ask a favor in return.
Yes, as it happens, I do have a need for someone like you. The police have confiscated some neuropozyne of mine. They're keeping it in a storage locker at the entrance to the market.
So, for you to give me access, all I have to do is get your stuff back from cops who are aggressively anti-Hawk.
These are desperate times, unfortunately. And you do seem to be a very capable man.
If that's what it takes, fine.
Excellent. I will await your return. But before you go, might I interest you in making a purchase?
Let's talk about the Diwali crime family.
Who are they?
They're the people running organized crime in Prague. Their second in command is a man named Otar Botkavelli. Heard of him?
No. I'm sorry, I haven't.
Well, that's too bad. I was hoping you could tell me why he wants me to kill you.
Shit! He wants me dead? Drug son of a bitch.
Sounds like you're starting to remember him now.
Yeah. Otar. He just slipped my mind for a moment.
That's not the only thing slipping.
Fine, smart guy. I work for Otar's boss, the head of the Diwali family, Radic Nikoladze. I spy on Otar's activities for Radic. Shit, I just realized the other Pakyan, Konstantin, he died in the train station bombing.
You're thinking Otar wants to get the second spy, you, out of the way, and make a move against Radic.
I'm sure he'd love it. Those two have had their own private Cold War going on for years. But still, getting rid of me and Konstantin wouldn't be enough. Otar needs to gather more support in Prague and in Georgia.
But he could do it.
The only thing keeping him from consolidating his power is... well, me? But you're not really planning to kill me, are you?
No, I draw the line at assassination for would-be mob bosses.
Thank you. What can I do to repay you? Name it. Anything.
Vaclav Kolar. What's his connection to Radic?
Wait, I can't tell you that. Radic would kill me.
You said anything. Unless you prefer the alternative.
Damn it. Okay. Radic, Kolar, and I have a trilateral arrangement. Radic has an augmented leg. You just became the 5th living person to know that. So, I get Radic his neuropozyne, and Kolar maintains his leg. In return, Radic looks out for us.
He's not doing a great job of that. You're lucky Otar sent me instead of somebody else.
He won't stop with you either. I'd better get out of the country until this blows over. And I'll guess I'll have to retire the Louis Galois persona.
Galois.
I had fun playing him.
Next time, try it with a French accent. Might be more credible.
Well, since I'm going to be abandoning this shop anyway, you might as well use my Arc access. I'll unlock the security door at the back of this room. Beyond that, there's a ladder that'll take you where you want to go.
Thanks.
Perhaps you would like to make a purchase before you leave. A small contribution to the Louis Galois Escape Fund.
The Louis Galois Escape Fund. Nah.
I'll be on my way for now.
As you wish. But I hope to see you again.
Barcavelli, it's Jensen. Your problem in the Udalek complex has been taken care of.
Good. I look forward to hearing the details. But that will have to wait, because I have other urgent matters keeping me busy at the moment. I will call you back shortly.
So supposedly there's a storage
Keep at it.
rooms and things, and I honestly don't care. Louis Galois.
Don't be stupid. You know what's going on.
Jensen, getting lonely up here. Got an update for me?
Yeah. I discovered that favors are like currency in Gollum City. We're back on track. I'm heading for an area called the Throat now. Should take me straight into Ark territory.
Good. I'll update Miller and do a flyby up ahead. Get you the lay of the land.
Copy that.
Victor, we got one. Patrolling the market, just like you said it would be.
I got it, brothers. Now, let's see what we've got here.
Brothers.
These little guys can be tricky. Every once in a while, one of them will go off, even if you...
Should have tried cutting the blue wire.
If only life was that simple. You are lost, brother? It looks like you might have taken a wrong turn.
You must be the welcoming committee.
No. I am Marchenko. And Marchenko, he is more of a guardian. Like the hound at the gates of hell. Yes?
Yes.
I'm not real big on the classics.
That is a pity. What a man reads can tell you more about him than his face. Can I give you a little friendly advice?
Sure.
Go back. Go home. There is nothing for someone like you here.
How do you figure that? You don't know me.
I know this place up ahead. We call it the Throat. And sometimes those get cut, yes? When outsiders come wandering in where they should not.
Dum.
I'll take my chances. I just want to see where Ark hides out.
We are not hiding from anyone.
Tell that to the cops down below.
Do not listen to police and all their bullshit about Ark. Those Slupotia pricks are everywhere.
Slupotia.
Breaking heads, making their mess, and we have to deal with it. Better watch yourself. They won't go easy on you either. Leash or no leash.
I'm not looking to get in the middle of that.
Oh, you think you will be a good little wrench and come through untouched, yes? He has eyes, but he cannot see.
It's not my fight.
It will be. One day soon. But for you, I think understanding will come too late. And then, no amount of fleshy hardware is going to keep you alive.
No amount of fleshy
You will end
hardware.
up spare parts in some harvester yard. Meat on a butcher block.
But not you. You're gonna go down swinging. Take them all with you.
We won't be the ones who fall, brother.
What you're talking about, that's terrorism.
Is it? I thought we were just two men having a conversation, discussing the issues of the day.
Like your friend Rucker? I see him on the net. He feel the same way you do?
Ah, yes. Talos. He is a good man. Strong, intelligent, principled. You could learn a lot from him.
I admit he's got a way about him. He talks and people listen. But is that enough?
He is no politician, if that is what you mean. Rucker gave up an easy life for our cause. He lives the struggle, just like the rest of us.
I respect anyone with principles. But in my experience, that doesn't get you much when the storm comes down.
Well, as much as a political debate stimulates me, you are pushing my patience, and I have work to do. You have had your warning. Get out of here, while you still can.
He's got 4 eyes,
If that was your recruitment speech, I gotta tell you, it sucked. The way I see it, after the bombing, tide's turning against you. ARC has made itself public enemy #1.
Yes, it may seem that way. For now. Until then. Sergei! Be careful in there, Shiny. Huh? Nasty rumors of a wrench getting scratches on his finish will scare the tourists away. Ah, yes. We'll be seeing you.
Chicane, patch me through to Miller.
Give him a message. Patch you through. What am I, your fucking secretary now?
Jensen, I thought you were back on track.
I am. But I need you to run a name through iLink. Victor Marchenko. Got a feeling about this guy.
Fine. But remember, you're there for Rucker. If he's behind these attacks, everyone else will fall in line.
Who do you think has a better hunch? Jensen? Or Miller? Or both? Or none? I just gave you all the options. We're supposed to think lots of things, but this game likes to challenge the way you think. Like with the systematic racism. You know? Alright. Give me a reveal, please. We need to go... Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll go to the right. Jim Miller.
Access granted.
Jump through the window. There we go. We are a master felonist.
Good evening. This is Talos Raka. And it is time once again to share with you.
And I think we'll call it right here for this week, and we will pick up again with it next Wednesday. Yeah, sirree, it's been 4 hours already, so that's going to be wrapping it up for us today. I hope y'all enjoyed, and until the next time, everybody. Share Funker Pipo.